How's it going today, everybody? I'm the Raging Snail, and today I have a Subterra deck profile to show off to you guys. This is my version of the build. It's not a competitive version, nor is it really a good one. This is just my fun, personal build. Joel's was the one who mainly ran this deck, but I'm testing out a version that I'm trying, and so far it's not too bad. 3 Archer's pretty good, and along with her, I also play 3 Warrior, and then 3 Fiendus. I like 3 of each. You could probably cut Warrior down to 2, maybe even Archer. I don't really use her first effect about spinning monsters when you have a face down Subterra. It's great if that's the case, but other than that, I just usually crash her into something or let her be crashed so you can bring out a Subterra from your deck. Warrior essentially is a Foolish Burial for a Subterra, and then once you do that, you have to tribute him and another Subterra, and you just, swap them, send the 2 to grave, and then bring out the 1 you Foolished to the field. And you can do that during outplay's turn, which is amazing with him. And then, if a Subterra Behemoth is flip face up while he's in the graveyard, you can bring him out from the grave. So, fun stuff there. Fiendus is just a really good hand trap, I guess. When your opponent activates a card effect, and you have a Subterra you can target, you can send this from hand or field to the grave, and then it negates the activation, and then I believe it negates the activation and then changes the Subterra to face down defense. It has another effect where you can target a face up Subterra and flip it face down, or no, I'm sorry, you can target any face up monster you control and change to face down, and then special summon 1 Subterra from hand to grave in face up or face down defense position. So not bad. It's a decent effect. The only downside is you have to have it on field for that effect, so that's okay. As for the monsters, I play 3 Stalagmo. I like him at 3. It's essentially your draw power card. He's not necessary at 3, but the more I can draw, the better, I guess, in this deck, because sometimes you get big monsters in your hand, such as Umastrix, which can banish a monster, so that's always nice. And if you guys haven't picked up on the Subterra theme, the big monsters are all flips, and their flips can all be done once per turn. But if you control no face-up monsters when you flip a monster face down, you can essentially bring these guys out from your hand. So that's a good way to unbreak them. But 2 Umastrix to banish, 3 Stalagmo, and then as for the other cards, 1 Stego Kraken, 1 Ultramorphous, and 1 Spiralgeist. Stego Kraken's alright. You can target set cards on the field and blow them up, and it combos well with Ultramorphous because when you flip him up, he flips all face-up monsters other than him face down. So essentially, you can flip him up, flip everything down, then flip Stego Kraken and just pop a bunch of stuff, and that's always fun. And 1 Spiralgeist, because he's essentially just a 3k beatstick, and when you flip him up, he can turn anything to 0, as long as you can target a monster. So that's always nice there. And the last monster I play is 1 Fairy Tale Sleeper. This is kind of just a tech card. But when you flip her up, you can special summon 1 monster from your hand, so that's kind of fun, and you can do that multiple times. It is a light monster, so if you have Brilliant Fusion, I guess you could target it, I suppose. Its other effect, which I like, is that when your opponent activates a normal spell or trap, you can tribute Fairy Tale, and then the new effect becomes flip 1 face-up monster you control face down. So it kind of resets your Subterras, has some fun combos there. But yeah, just trying out the card, seeing how it plays. Not too bad. As for the spells, I play 1 Cave Clash. Cave Clash is alright. I wouldn't really play it at all if I had the choice. But it'll stack your Subterra's monsters because for each Subterra you control, all set monsters gain 500 attack and defense, so yay. And then if your opponent does take battle damage from a Subterra, you can target any Subterra card. Or I'm sorry, it is Subterra card in your graveyard and search it back. So really, you can't search Hidden City or itself from the grave, but getting back any Subterra card is really good. Definitely have to play 3 Hidden City. It's really the best card to get any Subterra straight to your hand. When you activate, you can search a Subterra, and then once per turn, you can change the battle position of a Subterra. You can either it goes face down, you can put it in face up or you can put it in face up attack or defense position. And then probably the best effect within City is that when your opponent declares an attack, you can flip a Subterror monster face up and then negate the attack. So you get the Subterror effect and you can negate the attack. And this doesn't target, I believe. So that's fun. You can do some fun plays there. Of course, I do like searching that card and seeing it ASAP, so 3 terraforming. That's really about it for like the Subterror or close to Subterror themed spells. As for the generic stuff, Tooch and Twisters. I thought about just playing one of these, but 2's kind of okay right now. 2 Hand Destruction, this card's kind of a weird another tech choice. Sometimes you just get dead cards and, just recyclability. And you can mess with your opponent, so I always like that. 1 Rhoda to search out your Nemesis Warrior. 1 Soul Charge to bring monsters back. Bringing all your Subterrors back from the game is really good late game with this card, because if your opponent doesn't really have an out to the full field of your big body monsters, then you can pretty much win the game there. 1 Raigeki to clear boards, and that's pretty much it for spells. As for traps, I play 3 Burrowing. Burrowing is kind of the MVP card. It's a trap, so it's kind of slow. But there's just so many things we can do with Burrowing that makes Subterrors so much better and very protective to get around. You can banish the Subterror monster from your graveyard, and then if you do that, for the rest of the turn, Subterror monsters, face down monsters you control cannot be destroyed by or targeted by your opponent's card effects. So yes, 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 yes. Best thing for Subterrors right there. And then if this card itself is destroyed by a card effect, so you can even Twin Twister this card, you can search any Subterror monster and bring it from your deck to your hand. And then on top of that, its last effect is that you can banish it from your graveyard, then target 1 Subterror monster you control, and flip it face down. So excellent card overall. You can do so many things with it. The card's just amazing. I don't know. I would definitely say play 3 of it. 2 Final Battle. I don't really like this card. It's nice that it sets itself, like Scrap Iron and Scarecrow. After you activate it, it resets instead of going to the grave. And it has 4 effects, so that's pretty good too. Just it's staying on the field, just kind of serves no purpose. I guess that's kind of why I don't like it, but it's still a good card. So in order, I guess I'll just read them to you. You can change 1 Subterror monster on the field to face up, attack, or defense position, so that's kind of cool. You can choose which one. You can change 1 face up Subterror to face down defense, so you can put it back face down, so you have some flip flop control. The best effect I like from this card, though, is that you can choose 1 Subterror monster you control, and the attack and defense essentially get added to it. If it says attack and defense of 1 Subterror monster become equal to the combined original attack and defense. So essentially, you're just double attack and defense, and you can really run over some monsters with that. And then the last effect is your opponent can't negate Subterror cards. So pretty good there too. As long as I don't really have an out to get around these cards, you have some power to you. I play 2 Storming. As for generic traps, I like Storming because it clears the board. I like it better than Quaking because Quaking can't affect Link monsters right now, and these can still affect Link monsters because Links will always be in face attack, so why not bounce stuff? So yeah, 2 Storming. And then the last card I play, I guess, is another tech card. It's Magical Hats. Right now I'm just trying this out, and I think it works a little bit differently now that we're in the Link era. I'm not sure about that. Just like I said, just trying this out. But it's nice to target a monster, mainly Archer, and then Burrowing if you want, or really just any cards that can have some bonus effects or anything that do anything grave. It's just a really good target for Magical Hats. So that is just fun to play, and it really helps speed the deck up because this deck can be slow. Actually, the extra deck, this is only just a pre-Circuit Break version, so I just have these 2 links right now, just a Mrs. Radiant and a Deco Talker. These are really just generic links that are just really good for this deck. And then as for the rest of it, it's really up to you. You can play any ranks, any synchros, any fusions, even though if they are playable or not. I like these 2, the Red Eyes and Super Dora. They're fun. I probably won't ever make them, but it's really good to go for these late game, or if you get the chance, because they're just great monsters. And of course, 1 Scarlight. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will bring you a post-Circuit Break deck when the new Link monster comes out. Hopefully Subterrors will be better then. Until next time, I'm the Rank Snail. Have a great day, guys. I will see you later.